So I'm in the Rolls Royce Wraith. Rolls Royce currently has a whole thing going, you know, with the ghostly names. They've got the Phantom, they got the Ghost, and this is the Wraith. You know, Scorpion from Mortal Kombat is an undead Wraith. You know, it's got that whole vibe. But there's nothing scary about this car. On the contrary, this car is amazing. It's very inviting. It's nice. It's got stars on the roof. It's impressive, man. There's wood, open, pour wood on the doors. There's extra added on option. This car has a base price just below $300,000, and you can option it well into the $400,000 plus range. This is really nice. I feel like I'm driving a couch. The suspension is so cushy and so comfortable. The seats are not as comfortable as the Mercedes X600 Maybach that I drove last week, but man, everything else about this car is so plush. There's like an inch thick floor mat beneath my feet, and it's just amazing, really. It's so plush. Driving a big cushy teddy bear. Suspension is a little more bouncy than I'd like. The motor is definitely better than the Maybach. Man, when you pound this motor, it just gets up and goes. Oh my god, is this motor powerful. This motor is naturally aspirated V12. It's just a response monster. When you pound it, it goes. When a car this big gives you response and puts you back into the seat, that's something impressive. That's a lot of power to move a big, heavy car like this. This is a two-door car, but it's got to weigh. God, it's got to weigh like 6,000 or more pounds. It's a tank. It is built like a tank, and yet it's the most comfortable tank ever. It's a little odd to do a U-turn in because since the suspension is so cushy and it just rolls over the way it does, it can even be a bit uncomfortable to do.
While the Rolls has a powerful engine, it certainly doesn't have any sporting intentions. However, that didn't stop our tame racing driver for taking it for a few donuts on our skid pad. Some say he dug the tunnel for El Chapo with his teeth. All we know is that he's called... Wait, the heck was the guy's name again? Driving impressions aside, it's the details that make this car special. The assorted gadgetry. Those beautiful wooden door panels with polished aluminum buttons and Rolls Royce logos in the upper corners. There's also the fact that the floor mats are about 3/4 of an inch thick. There are fiber optics filling the perforated leather headliner with stars, and there's extra lighting should the need for it arise. The rear AC vents allow for temperature and flow adjustment, and the center console is wrapped in ostrich, which gives it an amazing texture. Did I mention there's polished aluminum everywhere? Even the underside of the center console lid is finished to perfection, and should you have the urge for a Cuban cigar, there are 3 cigarette lighters back here and a charcoal filter to get the smell out of the car. Form often interferes with function, like the suicide doors whose handle you can't reach once they're open, which is why they give you a button in order to shut them. At this point in time, you're probably starting to wonder how much this type of luxury will set you back, so I leave you with the price sheets, as well as the estimated yearly fuel cost to the tune of $37.50 a year. And finally, I'll toss in this gratuitous shot of the headliner at night in order to inspire you to reach for the stars and your pocketbook.